One of my favorite lines of dialogue would definitely probably have to be when Lydia's scolding Derek and she's like, just stop acting like a little bitch, okay? It's just because it's so fun, and I feel like the roles are so reversed in their relationship. The stereotypical roles are so reversed in their relationship, and it's fun to see her just give him shit.
It is. I think one of my favorite lines was, I'll just say it, and it's just me going, cool.
Some of the exercises that I put the kids through in therapy are kind of ridiculous. You see one especially in the pilot episode. So I even though it's not me making them do that, it's the script making them do that. It's kind of me making them do that, so I really like doing that.
One of my favorite lines from Generation Z throughout the entire season, I'll say it for you guys. I know what it looks like when two people used to smash. It's just something you don't hear every day, or maybe you do hear it every day, but that one is very assertive and upfront. Back up in case my parents see it. One of my all-time favorite lines from Generation Z was when Lydia asked me if I rapped, and I said, rap? Nah, I sing, baby.
What I really loved was anything my dad says in Spanish. I just really love that we left Spanish in the show because that felt authentic. Like I felt like I was talking to my real dad. And it just sounds so beautiful to hear a different language and to see these worlds collide, because I come from like a bilingual household. Like my parents spoke to me in Spanish, I spoke to them in English. So I just loved hearing that mixture of it. Yeah, I would just say any of those lines, not for like what he's saying, but like just that it's in Spanish, something different.
It's Lydia's line of dialogue when her and Derek are together, and he consistently calls her out, calls her Mulan and Rice Gum and all these different Asian characters who are, in the media. But one of my favorite lines is when she says, "You're gonna run out of Asian characters eventually, or Asian people in the media, because we're severely underrepresented."
I would have to say that my favorite line is Derek when he says, "I'm not black." Oh, I'm sorry, hold on. When he says, "I'm not black," no. I would have to say probably my favorite line would be from the pilot episode. Derek's line, I'm not racist. I'm black, I can't be racist, thank you. I think my favorite line from Generation Z, from any character, would probably be from the pilot episode when Derek says, I'm black, I can't be racist.
I'm the funniest person and people are sleeping on me. I feel like Quincy's really funny. Like you might not see it. Like it's not like a big funny, but like she'll say comments or do something, you're like, oh, that's funny. Someone's gonna say one of the guys, but I'm giving this to Quincy. She makes me laugh.
Me.
Hey! Yeah, me.
Myself. I am the funniest person in Generation Z.
I hate to say this out loud. Justin keeps me laughing a lot on set. I think he's always trying to get to know everybody, make everyone feel like they're a part of the team, and in that comes a lot of inside jokes, and I just love his energy on set.
Oh, it's Jenna. Jenna is the funniest. Jenna's our writer. She's one of our producers, and she's an incredible comedian, and she's a comedian on and off stage. She's so funny, and I feel like every word she says, I'm in tears laughing. Honorable mentions, Justin Bernardus.
I'm gonna steal an answer. I think Jenna is pretty funny. She's a comedian, so it's her trade, but I think especially with me, when I'm super stressed out, she finds a way to at least make me laugh and have a moment of like, and then I'm back to my stressed out, trying to plan, get everything done.
It's a toss-up between Graciela and Zach, because Graciela in the show, Jessica is very, very snarky, and she's rude, and she's blunt, and she's not mean as much as she's just harsh. And Graciela's not like that. She's like the brightest, happiest girl in the whole world. And with Zach, with Arthur, you get a nervousness and an anxiousness that Zach just doesn't have. I think Zach is generally when he's not super stressed, he's a pretty happy dude. He's really smart. He's really he has a confidence about him that I think is really, really admirable. Least
Like the character would maybe be the other Zach Miller. I think he's got more of an innocence to him than Carter does. Carter is much more dark and Zach's just happy to be here.
Maybe Lauren has a very colorful personality like Brooke, but she's not as like wonky, as quirky, but like those outfits are hers, like amazing. So I would say maybe Lauren, she's not as in your face and as like on another planet.
Graciella's not like her character at all.
Oh, maybe Graciela as Jessica, because I feel like Jessica is angry and just has a lot of attitude, and Graciela is like just so wonderful to. Not that Jessica isn't wonderful to be around, but Graciela is so bubbly and happy and excited and cheerful all the time.
The character that Jessica plays is very serious, very confrontational, but in real life, Graciela playing Jessica is absolutely the sweetest girl on planet Earth.
I see Arthur as being this very like sort of sullen, unsure, nervous character, and Zach is much more sure of himself. There's definitely some of that nervousness, but I don't really see Zach in Arthur. I think it's good acting. I don't think that they're very similar.
I would have to say that Arthur is most like his character in real life. He's very shy and very reserved, but if he needs to be serious, he snaps right into focus mode. And Lord, if he's stressed, woo, Arthur is stressed. I love you, Zach.
I feel like Justin is pretty much Derek.
I would say Derek/Justin is basically the same person.
I feel like Justin embodies Derek in literally every aspect of his life. And there is not I think Justin would go by Derek if he could. I think he is that character, and I think he loves being that character.
I think most like their character, which some people might find surprising, is Graciela, because I get to see her in person. She's super bubbly, and that's how she's different from Jessica, but Graciela is super passionate when she cares about something, and if you go on her Twitter feed, you will see she is telling people how it is, and she's standing up for anybody whose voice isn't going to be heard.
I think Zach's really like his character. It's just really quiet.
Zach like Carter?
Oh, sorry, Zach Michaels? Is that your last name? Sorry. He's just really quiet, and you don't know what he's thinking, and you don't know what's on his mind. But then out of nowhere, he'll surprise you and he'll say something, and you're like, oh, yeah, I think he's very much. But I think we all, to play somebody, we all carry that in us. Like, you always bring yourself into a character. So I think, like, all of them I can see, Quincy's so, fierce. And so is her character, And, yeah.
Who's most like their character? I might not like to admit it, but I think it's me. I think I'm more like Dr. Weinstein than anyone is entirely like that character. I mean, we all have a bit of the characters in us, but a kind of idiot who's not quite aware of what's going on, that's easy for me. Too easy.
Whew, I am not an actor. I'm not an actor. I'm a comedian and a writer. So let me think. I guess if I could play anybody, I would probably pick Lydia, just because I modeled her after my best friend, and she feels very familiar to me, and I think I would do well to play her because she's a bit more mature than the other characters in that she now knows and has a strong idea of who she is.
I'd probably say Derek. I'd love to play Derek because he's, in creating the characters, Arthur is the character that is most like me. He's who or at least who I was at 15, 16, anxiety ridden, shy. I didn't really know how to deal with people. And I think Derek is desperately who I wanted to be at that time. So if I was able to take on any other character, it would definitely be Derek, just to kind of live my childhood fantasy, I guess.
I would have to play Carter. I love Carter's character. I love the mysteriousness that it has.
Lydia. If I could play any other character in the show, it'd be Lydia. Because she is, I think from the second you meet her to the second that you say goodbye, she is cool as a freaking cucumber. She's so BA, and she just, I feel like, at least from what you get to see, she just seems so 100% herself. And I think that is pretty lucky to have as a teenager, to know who you are and to be comfortable and confident with that. I think anybody'd be lucky to be like that, because I sure wasn't.
It would probably be Jessica or maybe Brooke.
I would love to play Brooke. I don't know if I could play Brooke. She's just amazing. She's just so funny, so quirky, so free. She's so free and she accepts who she is, and that's different from Jessica. Jessica's very feels like everyone's always judging her or against her, and she's just sort of but Brooke's this is me world, and I love it and I don't care. So I would have fun playing Brooke.
I would love to be an angry young lesbian.
We're gonna use that out of context.
Yeah.